Call of Duty 2021 rumors are swirling right now, as they do every time this year, but what's up with it now? Today we're going to be breaking down some rumors here in relation to a potential reveal time frame and when we may see an event here leading up to that, but also an interesting bit of Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer. The remastered version here of that potentially coming later on down the line as well in relation to Call of Duty 2021. So today we're going to break down all of that here and let you know everything you need to in relation to where all this is coming from. So as we go along, let me know your thoughts down below. What are you guys hoping to see out of COD 2021? Are you hoping to see a World War II era game like currently rumored? Are you hoping to see Modern Warfare 2 remastered multiplayer? Whatever it is, feel free to let me know your thoughts down below. As well, if you enjoy the video, make sure you drop a like down below. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe so it's a single thing running all things COD 2021, Warzone, and anything COD related. So if you're interested in joining the community, I'd love to have you. But said, let's jump right into it. Now, up until this point, there's been very little concrete information about COD 2021. What we have is a pretty simple list. Number one, COD 2021 is happening. A new game is being released. Number two, the game is being built for next generation experiences, meaning their focus is PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC, but not removing last gen from the fold. Their exact quote leaves it open to interpretation, sure, but they can't lie about that during an investor call, which is where this came from. That's a huge SEC violation and would absolutely result in some huge lawsuits. And finally, third, Sledgehammer was confirmed a little over a week ago, in which they tweeted out an Undertaker gif coming back to life and then shared information they're working on the 2021 installment of Call of Duty. But for solid information, that's about it. As for rumors, there's a plethora of those. This goes incredibly deep by comparison. Firstly, the rumor is that it's a World War II era COD, development name Call of Duty World War II Vanguard, that's meant to be another realistic to era game, potentially having some flashback and flash forward storytelling mechanics, but no alternate history or anything like that. Rumor also has it that development isn't looking too hot, but that it's still gonna release. And rumor also has it that it wasn't going to be integrated into Warzone until that discussion was squashed during the earnings call once again. But very little is truly known. This is kind of where we were last year, almost to a T even, where we knew very little but only knew what was going to be coming with the reveal event which took place in Warzone. The Know Your History event that confirmed everything after some long-winded and multi-month promotional campaigns to tease the coming game. But how far off are we when it comes to a full-blown reveal? Well, we haven't seen anything in terms of official marketing campaigns just yet to put us on that trail to hunt for more information, but leaker Zesty COD Leaks has suggested that Season 4 of Black Ops Cold War and Warzone has the potential to reveal COD 2021. As he tweeted, "Major event coming. I've actually known about this for a while now, but I felt I didn't have enough for a post. There's a new major event coming called X2 that will feature the armored train and ambushes. Black Ops Cold War reveal event, the Know Your History event, was X1_Fin or end." And then he goes on to link some images that are blurred for copyright reasoning here with strings of code that mention BR_X2_map_quest and affiliated assets revolving around that X2 event, along with an outro video being mentioned as well, though that's not actually there, so you can't pull that up and get the information. But as for the basis of the timing and when we can expect to see this, why Season 4 was mentioned, is that it's in line with previous strings of assets that were pulled pre-Verdansk 84 and that nuke event in which it was listed MP_Dawn4_reveal_Season 4. Dawn 4 is currently the developmental designation for the current version of Verdansk's map. Dawn, or Donetsk, being the city in Ukraine in which Verdansk is modeled after. Dawn 2 being that first adjustment to the map made about a year ago with goat trails and things to help you get up the map in Geo a little better, plus those bunkers opening up. Dawn 3 being a version with various other locations that you saw up until the launch of Season 3, with things like Stadium and the subway Easter eggs, as well as that new point of interest like Shipwreck and such. Dawn 4 is just simply the newest build in the version of the map that we have right now. So to be honest with you, is it a little bit of a stretch to try and fit these things together? Sure, you could absolutely see it that way. Where I do think it could be a fair assessment, though, is if Call of Duty followed the regular reveal windows that we had seen in years prior. Black Ops Cold War was the latest reveal that we had ever seen, coming on August 26th, a mere 2.5 months before the game's launch. This meaning that a multiplayer reveal, a beta, and all that was condensed into a window where we'd have little time from reveal to launch, which admittedly, I kind of liked not waiting around knowing what was coming as long, but before that, Modern Warfare was the latest we'd ever seen a Call of Duty game revealed globally, that being on May 30th. Every single year before then, though, we had a game revealed before that, so by the logic of those years in the past, if we were back on that reveal and marketing schedule, we'd be seeing a late but relatively standard reveal time if Season 4 was that intended target. So for that, it's not a half-bad assessment. But that also doesn't factor in, though, things that we've seen as of recently since then. Not only one has the marketing shifted to include Warzone on a sort of offbeat release for new content, meaning that instead of an annual release of a new game and a new experience every year, Warzone's now in there, with that being released 6 months after the launch of Modern Warfare. 6 months after the launch of Warzone, we saw Black Ops Cold War was launched. Relatively 6 months after that, Verdansk 84 was introduced, and presumably around 6 months after that, in late October, early November, we'll end up seeing COD 2021. So that's kind of disrupting that previous standard flow of a game launch. 6 months later, a reveal of the next game, and then 6 months after that, the launch of that said next game. So assuming you don't factor in how Warzone has changed everything here with this, you also need to factor in the fact that Activision's president, Rob Kostich, confirmed, and I quote, "will probably be shifting a bit more in that direction in relation to revealing games at a later point in the year, due directly again to that shift in necessary marketing, with Warzone as that jumping off point for free-to-play users." So my take, do I think we'll see an event in Season 4 to reveal COD 2021? While I think it's possible, I'm not quite banking on it just yet, given that we may be seeing those later in-year reveals. But what's interesting is that that wasn't the only bit of information we have here in terms of rumors for what could be coming up for 2021. We come back to the discussion that right now the rumor is Call of Duty 2021 is in a rough state of development. Whether or not that's true, again, we have no idea, and we'll probably never truly learn of the insides of the development here of this. But an interesting rumor has come to the forefront now that proposes Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, the multiplayer for that, the long-awaited multiplayer, could be being released in place of a multiplayer experience for Call of Duty 2021. So this World War II era game could be like campaign only, or zombies, or whatever third mode only, with Modern Warfare 2 Remastered stepping into the fold. Now, I will say 100% upfront, this is an interesting one, and it is right now only a rumor. The information this comes from the insider of Jeff Grubb, who on his YouTube channel was doing a little bit of a live talk show talking about some things in relation to the games industry, upcoming titles, and the one that was brought into question was Call of Duty 2021, in which he said that he had heard they're having major development problems on the multiplayer side, and that he's also heard rumors of Modern Warfare 2 Remastered multiplayer as its sole multiplayer release in 2021. But the one thing that you're not going to hear from or really see in terms of a lot of this reporting going on right now and other areas is the mention of Jeff Grubb's cadence, how he delivers this stuff. Because while it's very easy to clip, even in just somewhat out of context, that an industry insider who's gotten stuff right before has said that this is going to be happening, or that's what he's heard is going to be happening, take a listen to how he delivers this. Because to me, it truly seems like he's only relaying rumors, and this isn't something that he stamps with his mark of approval.
What's the deal with Call of Duty 2021? We've seen rumors that development is not going well at all. I've heard those rumors as well. I think Dean was telling me he was hearing those rumors, and Dean's pretty tapped into Call of Duty. And I'm not sure what that looks like, right? And I think isn't the rumor that the problem is with the multiplayer? Like, they've had problems with the single player in the past, and they've proven that they could just put out the multiplayer and be fine. Now the worry is the multiplayer, and if that's a problem, I have no idea what that looks like. Do they just delay it? I think one of the rumors, and again, these are rumors, this is not coming from me, this is me hearing stuff, not confirming, this is not Jeff Grubb saying any of this stuff. The other rumor is that they might release like a remaster of Modern Warfare 2's multiplayer, and that's going to be like the big multiplayer this year. And I wonder how that goes over. I wonder what that looks like, how they market that, and how they charge people for that. Do they charge a full $60 for that, $70?
So to me, I don't think that this holds as much weight as it's initially being reported. I don't think this guarantees that Modern Warfare 2 Remastered multiplayer is going to be coming here with 2021 in place of this new premium games multiplayer experience, but it's an interesting thought to consider. I mean, especially given the fact that that would very much so fall in line with what we're already familiar with in terms of the Warzone experience, given that Modern Warfare had such a modern run to the content here with that. So it could make sense to do that. Plus, apparently Modern Warfare 2 Remastered multiplayer is just being held off for a rainy day. So if they really need to put out something in terms of a multiplayer experience to end up getting the money here annually for each premium experience, that could work. But right now, I think that's all just a rumor that we need to keep an eye on. Interesting to consider, absolutely. I'd be really curious to see how that actually holds up in today's day and age. I might talk about this later on the channel in a video in the next coming weeks here, but Modern Warfare 2 was a phenomenal game, don't get me wrong, but today's standards in terms of game dev, balancing, and all kinds of things like that are way different compared to where they were back whenever Modern Warfare 2 launched. So it might not be something that hits as hard as players remember outside of the diehard fans that have been dreaming of this for years now, but I mean, I guess we'll see. But right now, that's kind of where we're at here with this in terms of the content and discussion relating to COD 2021 and what we may end up seeing here on the horizon. Of course, there is still a lot of time before everything happens here and probably before we learn anything officially, but I want to round this up here for you guys and let you know the most recent information and rumors going on right now. So that said, that's where we're going to wrap it up. I'd love to get your thoughts and feedback down there in the comment section down below. What do you guys think of this so far? Are you guys looking forward to potentially Modern Warfare 2 Remastered multiplayer coming? Are you hoping to see maybe a disjointed experience here in terms of a World War II campaign, a multiplayer set in modern era? Whatever it is, feel free to let me know your thoughts down below. But hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to drop a like down below. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe so I'm a single thing all things COD 2021, Warzone, and anything COD related. So if you're interested in joining the community, I'd love to have you. If you also want to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, there's the best places to get content on YouTube. I live on both those. If you guys want to check my conversation, ask me a question, whatever it may be, that link is down there in the description below. That said, thanks so much for watching. My name is Espresso. I'll see you guys later. Take care and peace.